Ryan Poles knew this was coming. The quarterback market is out of control. What's up, guys? Trevor Lawrence just became one of the highest paid players in NFL history yesterday, inking a deal worth $275 million over 5 years. Today, I'm going to break down what that means for the Bears and the rest of the NFL. Let's get right into it. First off, another quick update in NFL news. Defensive lineman Calais Campbell signed with the Miami Dolphins, meaning he is not going to be a Bear. I never expected him to sign here, and I never understood why everyone thought he was going to be a Bear. It was just never realistic to me. But meanwhile, the quarterback market continues inflating beyond reason. There is a new highest paid player in the NFL, as Trevor Lawrence got a massive payday, a whopping $275 million, as much as Joe Burrow, and even more than Jared Goff, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, and Josh Allen got. The biggest problem with this kind of deal to me is that Trevor Lawrence just hasn't done enough in the NFL for that kind of a payday. And that means that the quarterback market is just going to continue exploding. Rumors have already begun circulating that Tua from the Dolphins and Jordan Love of the Packers will both be seeking extensions of over $60 million a year. And that's without even bringing up Dak Prescott, who should easily get that much, if not more. This is just getting out of hand. What has Trevor Lawrence done in the NFL to earn the same kind of extension that Joe Burrow got? What has he done to get paid $10 million more a season than Patrick Mahomes is getting? Now, don't take me out of context here. I'm not saying they shouldn't have re-signed Trevor Lawrence. That was a no-brainer. My point is that contracts for quarterbacks in the NFL is out of control. There are now 6 QBs making over $50 million a year. Maybe I'm old school in that regard, but I really don't believe any player is worth paying more than $40 million a season. But just look around the NFL. Trevor Lawrence, $55 million. Joe Burrow, $55 million. Jared Goff, $53 million a year. Justin Herbert, just under $53 million a year. Lamar Jackson at 52. Jalen Hurts at 51. Kyler Murray's just over $46 million a season. Deshaun Watson is getting $46 million a year, all guaranteed. Meanwhile, Patrick Mahomes' contract, which looked insane a few years ago, is now a value at just $45 million a year. Kirk Cousins and Josh Allen both coming in over $43 million a year as well. This is just crazy to me. Basically, the pay scale for quarterbacks in the NFL is just out of hand. It is spiraled out of control. And I don't know how they're going to remedy this. I understand that the salary cap keeps going up, but to me, there's no way that Trevor Lawrence should be getting $10 million more per year than what Patrick Mahomes gets. Just look at the blueprint. Everyone talks about having a quarterback on a rookie deal. Well, the Jags basically just wasted Trevor Lawrence's rookie contract, and they got just one playoff win from it. And he threw 4 interceptions in that game. Now they made him the highest paid player in the entire NFL. The greed from some of these agents is just out of control. I said that even when Patrick Mahomes got his deal. But now guys like Jared Goff and Trevor Lawrence are making north of $50 million a season. It just keeps getting worse and worse. What if Jordan Love or Tua get $60 million a year? What will that mean by the time we have to pay Caleb Williams? Are we going to be at over $80 million a season by then? I don't even want to imagine that. But I did want to make a point here. Ryan Poles has always been ahead of the curve. He's one of the smartest minds in the entire National Football League. I have full faith in him as our general manager. And this is something I talked about after we traded Justin Fields. Think about it for just a minute. Fields was entering the last year of his rookie deal. And if Ryan Poles had surrounded him with this much talent, we could have been put into an ugly contract situation with Justin. If Fields would have had a good year with DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Romo Dunze, and a stacked offense, after what's happened this year with the quarterback market, that could have led to him asking for over $60 million a season. I don't care if you're the biggest Justin Fields fan in the world, I would have never been okay with that contract. Admittedly, I did overlook this a bit during the offseason. I always thought we would have just picked up his 50-year option, and then we still had the franchise tag. But with the market just continuing to explode, it's clear to me that the money these quarterbacks are making is just getting out of hand. I think we could even see the NFL institute some kind of stipulation to keep quarterback contracts under a certain amount going forward. It's just wild to me when guys like Jared Goff are getting 55 million a season. But Trevor Lawrence as well, yes, the Jags had to re-sign him. And I actually think Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback. I just think he's getting paid a bit too much. I think around 40 million a season would have been perfectly fine. But 55 million? Why does he need 10 million more a year than Mahomes? And then looking forward to the future, with Jared Goff's extension in the books and Jordan Love being ready for a new contract, this could present the Bears with the best opportunity to take control of the NFC North. Just look at the landscape of the next 5 years of this division. Goff and Jordan Love are going to be making big time money. Meanwhile, Caleb Williams is going to be on a rookie deal for the next 5 years. Ryan Poles is going to have that much more flexibility and freedom than the Packers or Lions have. The Vikings, meanwhile, will be transitioning to J.J. McCarthy, but this year might ride it out with Sam Darnold. Ryan Poles' plan to take the NFC North and not give it back, it starts this season. The rebuild is finally complete, and this is just another reason why Ryan Poles is the best GM we've ever had, and it makes even more sense why he took Caleb Williams. I just don't think I'm comfortable paying anyone over $40 million a season. Maybe I'm a bit old school in that regard, like I said, but paying Trevor Lawrence $55 million a season, if I was a GM, I just couldn't imagine doing something like that. I think these quarterback contracts have just gotten completely out of control. I understand that quarterbacks are the most important player on the football field and they move the needle more than any other position, but I just simply think the NFL has to do something to limit or put a cap on these contracts at some point. Maybe put in some kind of stipulation that no player's contract can be worth more than 20% of the salary cap. I don't know. There's tons of ideas, but I'd be really interested to hear what your guys' thoughts are on this topic. Let me know in the comments. Please remember to hit that like button for me. Stay tuned because I have a ton more content on the way. And until next time, bear down.